going to be talking about women that are dating men of means, yet they themselves remain independent. Because I have questions. A lot of it just doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah. Welcome back. We have a lot to talk about today. Not a lot, but I have an opinion. It's quite strong, and I'm quite nervous. It's quite. I have strong opinions about a lot of things, but this is the first time that I am going on YouTube with my opinions, and they're about real life people that exist. So that makes me nervous because what if this goes viral? I blow up. But I don't want to be like Perez Hilton, where you say something about somebody and then you get punched in the head and then you're crying. You OGs know. Some of you might be too young, were just born when this happened, but he was talking about Fergie and will.i.am and then ran up on him. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like I got jumped by will.i.am, of all people. Before we get into it, I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I need you to subscribe. If you subscribe, then I get coin eventually somewhere down the line. I don't know, but the more coin I have, the more I can share greatness with you. That's what I want to do. See, it's like symbiotic. That'd be really great. I'm gonna open up a bottle of Mum Napa, and it is the Brut Prestige. I guess I should have showed you that. Let's get it open. There we go. Lehman Stemware. This is so funny, this girl. This is what prompted all of this, okay? Kayla Nicole. I don't know what her last name is. I only know her from Instagram. I genuinely was following her because she's another pretty girl on Instagram. It's like, oh, she's cute and whatever. Like, I go on her stories and she's like in the car. I don't know what the fuck. She was whatever, doing her thing. And she was like, how are the girls affording like purses and like, I don't know, I'm paraphrasing, but like purses, the wigs, like the, how are you able to afford all this? And whatever, like whatever, it was her story. So you're just going through when you're going through stories. I took it like she was talking about the girls. I see girls, young girls that have like hella bags, wigs, and wigs ain't cheap, unless they make them themselves. And even then bundles aren't cheap unless, I guess, AliExpress. I don't trust my credit card information on there. Do you, boo? But I don't, like, that ain't me. But I mean, they just have all this stuff, but supposedly, statistically, everybody's broke. I can see where she joking. I took it like she was joking as well. And so that's what I thought she was talking about. I was like, girl, let me know. Cause it seemed like you guys are living the good life. I'm over here working like a commoner, whatever. That's on Instagram. Twitter caught that and was pissed. The girls were triggered. They did not like that at all. They felt, what do you say, hit dog hollered? I think that's what happened. And they felt like she was directing it at regular, like I'm a regular girl, right? Regular girls that go to work and they took it a certain way and they felt like, how dare she say something? Some people were saying that, and then some people were more of the thought, you're dating a baller, so like, bitch, you know how we get in things, like the same way you are kind of thing, or something like that. Like, people got offended and they, you know how it is on the social media, like it's just a wrap. Like I felt bad for her because people really kind of went in, and that shit went over my head. I'm thinking it was like a non-issue. Basically, it came out that she still takes care of herself, and Travis, and I'm hoping that's his name, he ended up coming on and saying, like, confirming, yeah, Kayla's independent, but I hold her down, or some dumb shit like that. I don't know, whatever the fuck. But it was definitely one of those things at that point. It's like, don't be telling folks I'm independent. I'm not independent. I don't want to be independent. And I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into like the nuances, okay? But I don't want to be independent. What does that look like? I'm independent, but I'm with you. Look, it made it look like your man's cheap. Your man ain't taking care of you. You're a Super Bowl champ, right? Like, you're not broke. We know you're not broke. He was actually on the field. I ain't going to sit here and lie. I can't remember if he was actually on the field. He was on the field. It doesn't look good when you are dating an NFLer, and what it looks like is she's his established girlfriend. It's not a new thing. This is, who she's with. They're together. I think they live together, right? I assume they live together. Again, because of her Instagram, she doesn't really post him like that. And, you know, I don't think, you wouldn't know if they were actually even still together kind of thing. You know, it doesn't look good. What do you mean independent? Independent of her past life? I also don't know anything about Kayla. She could have came from money. She could have worked in finance and had her own money. You know, it's not that. But based on her Instagram, she just looks like she makes her money by being cute. Not mad at that at all. I want the cheat code. Tell me what I need to do to this to make this happen. Like, I'm cool with it. I don't have no problems with you guys getting out there and doing what you need to do to get your bank account to act right, okay? Anyway, I felt the way that this girl was getting dragged, but I don't know her well enough. And like the way it was looking, I don't defend nobody. I don't die on no heels. There's very few things that I'll die on that heel. Like, that's not, I will let y'all have it. I don't argue with people. I made a decision a long time ago not to argue with people on the internet, because, you know, as an attorney, like you gotta pay for that. So it was just like, why would I get on the internet and just argue with like perfect strangers? That's dumb. And then you get your cortisol levels shot up and stuff. Like, you get on here and leave me nasty comments, I'm gonna be like, thanks for subscribing, like, thanks for the engagement. I don't care if you do thumbs down, thank you, that's engagement. I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, I got bills. I got champagne to buy. I don't have time. What's the point of dating a baller if you're still independent? Like, what the hell does that look like? I can see, like, initially, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Especially with a baller, with an athlete, because there's a huge trade-off with that. That's not the most ideal. Like, you pretty much, like, yeah, they're handsome or whatever, right? Like, that's cool. I mean, hopefully. There's some ugly football players, right? There's ugly athletes across the board. But for the most part, they're kind of handsome, right? Like, you never hear about anybody dating the ugly ones. Yeah, right? I don't know. I mean, they might not be my type, but, you know, you're like, oh, I can see where she likes them or whatever, right? But, okay, so you're handsome. But you're also community D. That everybody has you, gonna have you. You got hoes in the hallway. They travel a lot, right? So there's hoes for real in the hallway. So even if he's faithful, it's like you have to kind of deal with that. So now you're stressing me out. Non-monetary benefits to dating a baller. You get to network. It can elevate your status. I'm going to use Kayla as an example. I'm not saying she's doing this or anything like that. Let's say she's just an Instagram model, right? She's trying to get her modeling career off the ground. Maybe she wants to start a clothing line. Maybe she wants to start a nonprofit. Whatever the hell, right? She wants to start a media company. That's crazy. You know how many people, like, she just Super Bowl alone. I mean, girls that, like, hoes in the hallway, they're on a mission. They're on a mission. Either they're trying to find their husband or baby daddy. I ain't have no baby for that. I don't think it's worth it to have a baby. Like, I'd rather get married. Just because now you stuck with a baby and then he give you $12,000 a month. I got a baby, so what now? That ain't shit. I gotta feed the kid, like, all the time. They're on a mission. They're looking for their husband, baby daddy, or, you know, if they are a little bit more on the sex worker side, you know, wanting someone to pay for something, you know, give them, if it's not directly cash. I don't really know what happens on this. I don't know if it's like, give me some cash or buy me a Gucci bag. Do not hook up with a baller and get just a Gucci bag. That's dumb, because Gucci bags are inexpensive in terms of getting bags. I'm not throwing ass for a Gucci bag. Like, I can get a Gucci bag right now. You have to be about your business when you're around, you know, anybody of notoriety. Okay, especially if you are regular. And I'm not even talking about like on a gold digger status. I'm talking about, hey, I'm with this person. I have to make the best of it. If I'm gonna be with him and become a baller wife, there's a whole culture to that. Part of which is not wearing Zara. I have love-hate for Zara. That's a whole nother video. I don't look down on Zara. I don't want you jumping on me, okay? But I'm just saying I have a love-hate for Zara. But I'm not wearing Zara if I'm supposed to be with someone that has a Super Bowl ring. No. I'm going to wear the bestest of the bundles. I want the bundles Beyonce has. I want those. I want Mama Tina to come and do a blowout on me. I mean, that's getting a little extra, I know, but if you don't ask. So that's the benefit. You expand your network and the guy has money. because he's gone. It's like J-Lo, love don't cost a thing. You know, if you're gone all the time, thanks for the bracelet, you're not here. That's another reason why I wouldn't want to have a kid with a baller. I'm not going to raise my own children completely by myself. Like, you got to come home and give me some reprieve or something. Like, I'm not going to be the only one to do it. Like, I mean, if you're with a baller, you can get a nanny. So never mind. I'm not going to be wearing Zara. You know, I can see from us meeting and the early dating, going to, you know, hey, now we are a serious couple. Yeah, I get, you know, you're wearing Zara still. He's gonna want you to look good. This is across the board. All men want their women to look good, okay? They don't want you looking raggedy and stuff. I'm talking about just even down to regular ass, my neighbors. They don't want their woman walking around and going to the market with rusty feet, so you gotta pay for a pedicure. Like, it is what it is. The point is, if you want me to look good and represent you, okay? Because let's not forget, women are the prize. We upgrade the men. We are, some women don't like this, but we definitely are the ultimate accessory. We are the Gucci belt to the tacky boy in a t-shirt and distressed jeans, okay? Like, this is the only thing that's good about you right now, okay? So you need to make sure I look cute, and you need to upgrade me so I can, that's like, I think about, because I don't know a whole lot of sports of the baller wives in American sports, but if you play basketball and you made a good team, whatever, I know nothing about basketball, but you made the team, and I gotta sit in the stands, in the bleachers or whatever, well, they're not bleachers, I gotta sit in the vicinity somewhere near, you know, LeBron James's wife, Savannah, like, her hair is always cute. I never seen a picture of her not looking cute. Don't have me out here not looking cute. Like, I need to be just as cute. Like, obviously I can't be blinged out. I don't even know if she's blinged out, but I can't be like her because you're like not LeBron. But like, I need to look like I might be her assistant or something. Like, I get paid. I can't be in Zara. Ultimately, I believe that Travis pays for things. There's just no way. There's no way. And I'm just saying, like, what else is he doing with his money, right? As a regular ass woman, why would you lay up with a man that makes significantly more than you do and he don't do for you? Where they do that at? I know a lot of people do that. I know there's women that pay for the man. I don't know. I don't understand that. I grew up where all the men in my life were good men that make good money, were good providers. Things were taken care of. It was never, that was never an issue. I never grew up witnessing where someone had to like beg for money or the woman had to work. There was a story on Reddit. Am I the asshole? Whoa, we're gonna pray for that girl. Sometimes these am I the assholes, I'm wondering if they're fake, because there's no way you're dealing with this in real life. Okay, the girl, I believe she was a teacher, so there was like something, there it is, it's floating. It's not a bug, so we're good. She was a teacher or something like that. We all know teachers don't make shit. They don't get paid nearly enough what they should be getting paid, period. But what they get paid is like El Broco status, especially considering they have hella student loans, because it's not, you have to have like at least a master's, right? To be a teacher like in elementary school, right? At least a master's, I believe, right? Anyways, the girl was a teacher and her boyfriend worked in tech. And you know, if you work in tech, you're like baller. You're like socially awkward baller. Anyway, and I like tech guys, so that's just, I don't know. But some of them are kind of, they are odd ducks. He's in tech and he makes 6 figures, but she mentioned that his family, he comes from a wealthy family, so he don't really gotta work kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about when I say you ain't gotta work. Like, if you have a family, they don't have to be rich, but if they have some money and your job is doing too much, they wilding out on you, you can quit your job and you know your family's not gonna let you starve. But in her case, she said his family had the coinage. Anyways, he takes her on a family vacation, and which, you know, I want to say she was with him for 2 years, something like that. So she's like the girlfriend, like, but that's serious to go on the family vacation, because now there's like the siblings and their spouses and so on and so forth. So it's like, okay, girl, you are in. Not even on a gold digger status, just like in terms of dating, like, okay, this is serious. Like, we're on vacation with mom and dad and auntie, you know, that's serious shit. They're on vacation. They agreed to go on this vacation. He invited her to his family vacation and they agreed to go 50-50. I'm reading the story on my phone. I'm like, I'm not going. First off, I think it's rude to invite someone. It depends, right? But I do think in general it's rude to invite someone on a vacation and you're not paying for something, especially if you're having the sex. Okay, so his family is well-to-do, which means they want to stay. They're going to stay in nice places. They're not going to stay at Holiday Inn Express. I forgot where they went. I want to say maybe it was Hawaii. It had to have been Hawaii because I feel like I had a lot to say about it in Hawaii. My parents, when I say parents, my mom, my dearly departed stepfather, when I say that, because my mom and dad are divorced. That was like done. But they went to Hawaii quite frequently and, you know, had the condo and all that stuff out there. It was great because I would get to go. That was the benefit of being, you know, the cute one. It's very expensive in Hawaii to go to like McDonald's, a combo, like a cheeseburger combo, like the little smush burgers, like $10. So you spend a lot of money if you're just kind of there and chilling. So imagine going to nice restaurants. I'm already like, why would you agree to go 50? Why am I going 50-50 with you? It really, think about how vacations go and think about how vacations go when you are in a group, right? You go out, like you're gonna stay in a nice hotel. One, you're not staying in Holiday Inn Express, which by the way is not the cheapest hotel you probably stay in for what it is. But you know, Holiday Inn Express, you're not staying at that, right? But you stay in your hotel. You pay for your hotel, but you're thinking the car service you get, you're eating at really nice restaurants and so on and so forth. You're doing all these excursions together. You're not doing the little cheapy excursions. You're doing the, you know, the excursions that give you, you know, the real views of Hawaii or wherever the hell you are. So you're paying more than $100 for jet skiing. You're probably paying, you know, $200 for jet skiing because now you have the photographer and all these things because you got to have the memories. So everything's like elevated, and I feel like it just logistically, I don't care what she makes or what he makes, logistically it'd be easier for one credit card swipe, right? Oh yeah, we're paying for that, like that's no big deal. And it's not even, you don't need to be like, hey, you have your 50% of, like you're paying for your jet skis, you got it. It should never be, and this is what ended up happening to her, she could not afford to do things because, no, let me back up. Sister girl went and got a second job. Let me take a sip. Because that upset me the most. That really, I do not like working. I do not like my job, right? My commoner job, because it's not, I'm not living in my purpose. But I'm very grateful for it because I get to buy things like, you know, wine. But I'm not living in my purpose, so I'm not fulfilled in it. It's just a job. It's just a job. I might as well be working at Forever 21. Like, that's how I feel about it, right? And shout out if you work at Forever 21, because I'm not doing go backs. I'm not working in a dressing room. I'm not doing none. I'm gonna ring you up and that's it. I work retail. I know. So I know what I'm saying when I say I ain't doing that no more. There's no way in hell I am going to say I need to go on this trip with my boyfriend, my homegirls, whatever, and I need to get a second commoner job, a second commoner job, a second commoner job, a second commoner job. That stresses me out. I'm not doing it. I don't want to fill out the application. I barely want to rearrange my resume so I can get a better job. Like, a second commoner job? What? And I got a whole boyfriend I'm going with and I'm busting it wide open for him? That don't make no... That I can't do it. That just like bothers the out of me, like big time. So he knows she's broke because he knows what she does for a living, and he knows that she's broke because she needs to. Because usually it's like, let me know ahead of time so I can save up money so I can be. I don't care if it's with your friends or whatever, right? Let me know ahead of time so I can save some coin. I can just go on my ramen noodle diet, whatever I need to do. Not get a whole nother job. That's crazy as hell to me. That's absurd. Oh man, you can jump in the comments and be like, you're privileged. Yes, I am. Thank you, Lord. But I'm not doing that. It's only so much I can take. Lord, I can't do it. I can't do it. Insert the Fantasia like crying meme. Just like, that's me. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I don't want to go that bad. I just like, you stressing me out before I even get there. He's an asshole just for that. He's the asshole. That you should even, and you got the money? Listen, even if he made, because I think she said she made like $35,000 a year. Let's say he made $50,000 a year. It needs to be like, babe, like, okay, my parents, we going on this trip, you know, they bougie, you know, but they want me to pay for my own shit, you know, whatever. Let's say that's the situation. We need to be saving money so we can figure out, I'll pay for the room and then you get the food and then, you know, like whatever. Because that's what regular people have to do when you don't make no money. You got to figure it out, especially if you're in a relationship and you're at that level. 2 years, we could talk about money. The point I'm trying to make is, you know, yes, for your income bracket, sometimes it is, you know, hey, let's piece our money together, let's make it work. But if you have money as a man, you should not have your girl taking a second job and staying in the room and starving out on vacation. You invited her on because y'all agreed to go 50-50. The fact that you even asked her to go 50-50, even if she insisted, like, baby, that's crazy. Like, shit would just be paid for. In my experience, shit just be paid for. I don't know who paid for it, but thank you very much. Oh, that was very nice of you. It was very kind of you. Oh, and then you pay them back because they're paying for it because they like your ass enough that they want you to be part of their experience. And you pay them back by not being an asshole, but being gracious and having fun because that's why they're paying for you. That's what you do if it's somebody you messing with, if, you know, talking to, whatever, or if it's, you know, friends or on your job. I've had jobs where my boss was very generous and you just not be an asshole employee. You're someone that, you know, you fit the dynamic and the culture and whatever the hell, you know, like that's all. That's crazy as hell. That really pissed me off. Why you messing with him and he let you, it's not even about, you know, him paying for it. It's like he lets you sit up here and struggle to go on this vacation and you still on the struggle bus on the vacation and he gonna come in, well, you agreed to go 50-50. Like, we're not gonna cuss on YouTube. We're gonna try to minimize the cussing. We're trying to get monetized. People that are cheap and inconsiderate like that will side with, you know, what does she bring to the table and all that old dumbass shit. I just told you what someone brings to the table. Like I said, even if it's romantic, if it's platonic, you enjoy their company, you like them around. It's not always about busting it wide open. There's more to a romantic relationship than busting it wide open because we don't hunch all the damn time. We have to actually interact and be with each other. You don't get on my nerves. I like you. You're pleasing to look at. Again, that's why you can't have me in Zara. If we are regular people, I need to go to Zara to get me a couple of blazers so I can look like I got some money, and you change out the buttons and look like it's a Ball Mountain. Like, you know, like... What? Broke dudes will hear these type of stories and the Kayla Nicole story and they will say, you know, these are the same guys that think someone wants to take their PlayStation 5 or whatever number is out, 4 or 5, whatever. They think that it's like so precious. That's the most valuable possession they have. You know, nobody want nothing from you. But even if you brokety broke, if we go out, I want a combo meal. Don't take me out. But if we are past the courtship phase, the part where I'm trying to impress you, and it's like, I know you broke, I'm broke too, so we just broke together and we decided to be broke together, then it's like, you know, didn't they have like, I think I saw a commercial where it's Burger King and you get like 80 nuggets. I don't know if it's 80, but like you get a grip of nuggets for like $10 or some shit like that. Like, but you ain't got $10? Why I gotta come up with the $10? You the man. I want some nuggets. I think some women, regardless of the income bracket, want to prove that they aren't gold diggers. With Kayla, maybe she wanted to be like, I'm independent, so no one can call me a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger. I'm with him because I love him. And she probably does love him. Like, whatever. Like, that's cool. I feel like what's love got to do with it? Because I can love you today and then you can piss me off and tomorrow you are dead to me. Dead. Like dead as in he never existed. So I don't know, but I have like issues. Probably should go to a therapist for it. I don't want to pay for that. I'd rather just buy like champagne, like whatever. I think that's called self-medicating. But a lot of girls do that. I don't know why y'all do that. Because people are going to say what they want to say about you. And I get it when you are in the public eye, in Kayla Nicole's instance. And again, I don't know her. I really just don't even want this to be like I'm talking shit on her. I'm just using an example. You know, you're in the public eye, but you're like demi-popular, not demi-popular, demi-public, demi-famous, right? So you don't want to seem like I'm with this guy and everything that anybody has to say is because I'm with him. But it's like he chose you. You're with him. I don't know if he cheated before, or they broke up because he broke up because he was cheap. If y'all broke up because he was cheap, nah, look, I'm gonna say this. If she was sitting with me and I'm like, he don't pay for nothing, he's cheated on you before, I don't know. But they do that. I think she maybe doesn't want to seem like a gold digger, like she's the real deal and she's not with him for his money. That's probably very prevalent in that circle in dating professional ball players. One of the things I think also, it could be very well that she's like, no, I'm gonna pay for my own stuff, because I don't even want to get into like the speculation, because I don't know. I didn't get enough tea to like register in my mind that this is what the relationship was before. I know a lot of women, there are a group of those women that don't want to accept gifts. They feel like if a man pays their bills, if they don't do 50-50, that a man will either throw it in their face or they use it as a control device. And I get where that gets ingrained in you, in your mentality, and you think that you got to break the cycle, because men are relatively worthless outside of that. But there are some people that really think like, hey, this guy's going to use this to control me. He's going to throw it in my face. And it's like, that's on him. If he buys you a car and then, you know, because that's where you are in the relationship and he has it, and he buys you a car, or even regular ass people, he co-signed you a car or something, that's on you. You co-signed me a car and we didn't work out, that's on you. That's on you. You shouldn't have co-signed me a car. You know I'm wishy-washy. You knew it when you did it, but you know, maybe the yank was, you know, dispelling that. I don't know, but that's on you. I don't feel bad. Oh, I bought you a car. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It rides smoothly. What am I gonna feel bad about? But that's dumb as hell. Let me tell you, I think y'all dumb as hell. I don't even want to sit here and tell the story like that. Like, oh, you know, you can always just cover your ass. It's like, yes, cover your ass, but you really want to keep paying bills because you're afraid he's going to control you? He don't have to pay all the bills. Look, he already has control. You're talking about regular people, he already has control. If you pay the house note and he makes sure that the insurance and on the cars and the cars notes and the, you know, lights and all that's paid for, you know, and it bounces out. If y'all split up, you asked out anyway. So then what? So it don't matter if you go 50-50 or not. So why would I be like, I don't want to be with somebody that got money because he might be manipulating me? You ain't gonna manipulate nothing. And that's another reason why you should get married. Because you get married, the judge will be like, yeah, you gonna take care of business because you've been taking care of business, so continue taking care of business. I could talk all day about this. We don't need to. What I really want to know is what you think of this topic. How do you feel about the Kayla Nicole and Travis non-incident? Because this is really a non-incident to me, but it did prompt the topic of discussion. How do you feel about going 50-50 in general in terms of regular people? How do you feel about going 50-50 or being independent when your spouse, or the male in particular, is a baller financially, a baller professionally, whatever it may be? I want to know. So go ahead and leave that in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, it's asia.alexander, because my name is Asia, like the continent, and these are musings of a wino. Talk to you guys later. Bye.